Ever wanted to fly the Millennium Falcon, be an Avenger, or even fly around the world like Superman? VR could let you see these experiences, but Full Dive lets you be in these experiences. Tron and Sword Art Online are great examples of this technology, your brain being teleported into the digital metaverse. Sounds like science fiction, but today in 2022, we are one step closer to this becoming our reality. Neuralink is one example of an intrusive brain-computer interface, BCI, that could one day allow full dive, but that involves directly plugging wires into brain mush. Sounds uncomfortable. Some non-intrusive brain-computer interfaces have already been attempted, and what they basically allow you to do is have mind control in a virtual environment. So think moving objects with your mind, or having extra appendages. You wouldn't have to rely so heavily on controllers. Your mind could be a programmable controller. But we haven't really seen any decent progress towards this. I mean, we all want the same thing. VR can give us incredible experiences, and the realism and fidelity would only get better with time, but the vision of Full Dive is slowly coming out of the science fiction realm. To be in another world, feel the virtual winds and space around you, you would be in the peak of human experiences. Reality, unfortunately, would not compare to this new world. This generation would experience more than any generation combined. Headsets like the Half Dive attempted to find that line in between with a VR system that could be operated whilst lying down. The headset is meant to be used in any lying position from the back to your side. By using stationary lenses, you're able to get higher fidelity and wider field of view. Haptics and other features, such as fans, enable the user to feel more immersion than traditional VR. The first time I heard of this headset, I instantly thought of extreme motion sickness, because when you think about it, communication between the movement in VR and what your body is doing would be completely out of sync. The headset got cancelled due to manufacturing difficulties, but the company still exists and is still trying to push the boundaries towards our full dive future. But there is hope. If you haven't heard of Varjo, they essentially create the best in class VR headsets. They make human eye resolution headsets with all the extra features, such as eye tracking and a massive 200Hz refresh rate. Now, where things really start to get exciting, it's been recently announced that Varjo has just partnered up with OpenBCI, essentially Neuralink's competition, where their main focus is to read and input information into the brain. Their first project together is a headset called Galia, and wow, it looks insane. First glance really gives me Nerve Gear vibes. The headset has tons of sensors from front to back, and also includes eye tracking. Just some stats from the headset just show how incredible this device is. The Galia has a screen resolution of 2880 by 2720 dual mini LED and 115 degrees of field of view. That puts it well above most headsets immediately. But what will the Galia do, and what is it for? Well, this is where the both exciting and disappointing news comes in. The headset reads neural activity, but doesn't input any data, so you won't be transported to any metaverse quite yet. But that doesn't mean this isn't a step in the right direction. The power of this headset will be a stepping stone into the brain. Understanding the capabilities of reading brain activity will be the first steps we can take towards building a real full dive rig. The headset will allow for so many functions previously thought impossible. Any action you can think of can be done without lifting a finger. Teleportation, object manipulation, even one day speaking without moving a muscle or saying a word could be possible with a brain-computer interface. So who is this headset for? Well, anyone with deep enough pockets, essentially. Before I get into the price, it's clear that this headset is a breakthrough device that's meant for training and understanding purposes. From medical to military, it can give information previously unknown about the user. Think military, for example. Your thoughts and responses can be seen through your neural activity, so you can only imagine how valuable that information is. The Galia will be available from 2023 at a whopping price of $22,500. Which is, well, the price of a car. I know this seems expensive, but it's a first-gen device. Consumer BCIs will soon come in time, and companies like Valve will most probably be responsible for this. The more this technology is adopted, the closer we get to that full dive dream. Me personally, I'm excited to see what Valve have up their sleeve, as Gabe Newell mentioned several times how he'd like to integrate BCI technologies into his devices. The way technologies are moving forward and virtual companies are developing, it's becoming clear that not if full dive will be available, but when. But that also leaves the question, if Fall Dive is here, then what worlds will we explore? Who will own and build this metaverse? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you like the video, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.